Authenticity is more than being yourself. It's more than allowing yourself the room to be who you are and to make mistakes, to grow and to be vulnerable. Yes, that's the foundation of being authentic. But to me, authentic leadership also represents the impact you have on others and your ability to allow them to be exactly who they are, to meet them where they are without any judgment or concept of how they should be. Your role as a leader is definitely to develop people, but it must not be at the expense of stripping away the essence of who they are. Let me tell you a quick story that highlights what I mean. Several years back, I received feedback from a leader that I didn't exude as much professional presence as they wished I did. I was a little chatty with my clients and casual, and I seemed to cross the lines between client and direct report relationships and personal relationships. I started all my discussions kind of catching up on the latest happenings, and they didn't think that was professional. So I started to be very focused on drawing boundaries and making sure I compartmentalize my working relationships. I worked very hard to stifle my personality so that when I was in front of my team and my clients, I was very professional and treated them accordingly. And when I tried that way, people knew what I stood for as a manager, but they didn't know who I was as a leader. And that's a very big difference. Surprisingly, it didn't take long before feedback came that I didn't appear to be genuine. People wanted to know if everything was okay with me. See, the problem was they knew exactly who I was as a leader, and they weren't seeing that person anymore. You can imagine how confused I was, and I decided right then that I can be only the D that I am. I smile a lot, I laugh a lot, and I laugh loud. I'm really loud. I like to tell quirky stories to get my point across, and I feel other people's emotions, and I might even show it. And I have to realize that that doesn't negate my strength, but it shows that I care. I learned that being me resonated so much more with others than any imitation of someone else. So the question now is, who are you? What is your leadership journey? What is your story? Do people know what motivates you, what inspires you, what causes you to lose sleep at night? Do they know your journey? What got you to the place where you are now? Do they know what your aspirations are, or do they only know what you want them to see? You see, times have changed for leaders in the 21st century, and we have to do things differently. We can't hide behind a mask. We have to bring that mask down and let people see the real you. So now we want you to share your leadership story. Tell us how you communicate your needs, your emotions, your personality. How do you create value in a way that draws people to you? We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your thoughts about authentic leadership.